Hey folks, welcome back. Compliments to the chef there. So, yep, just like the thumb says, leveling time. Before I get into it, if you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment, I would really appreciate that. Alright guys, I got this down to real science. Now I showed a little bit of this, in earlier crafting videos, or leveling videos I should call it. But, they're all kind of synonymous. So anyway, I've found a way to just get a real good system going here to where mid-game, right around when my speech starts getting up there, at 100, if not close to 100. And I'm just about there, guys. Now, some preparatory notes. Just to kind of show you. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and get myself out of the way here. Toodles. Just to kind of show you where my perk tree is at. And guys, very first thing you should do before you do any crafting, any leveling, anything with perks, any kind of legendary reset, always save that game. Put down a good hard save. Remember that number. Write it down on your forehead so you don't forget. So yeah, guys, that save is huge. Remember this number and remember it well. 207. That sounds like some kind of Tabasco sauce or something. So anyway, yeah, 207, that is my go-to save, just in case I blow it, I messed something up, I didn't mean to do it, just whatever the case may be, so you're good to go. So now you might be wondering why I'm wearing the black guards. I don't plan on combat here or anything, so I'm wearing that solely so I can get the extra carry weight out of this shirt. I'm already wearing the ring, the necklace, the bracers, and whatever else I can wear for carry weight, the shoes. But yeah, that's just one extra piece of clothing there you can have for some extra carry weight. Alright guys, so anyway, preparatory note, make sure you've got whatever weapons you want completely smithed up and crafted. So for me that's Stalrim. So I've got like Stalrim daggers, I've got Stalrim bows already crafted, already smithed up as high as they will go. So, I took advantage of my my smithing skill being at 100 to do that. So it'd be as strong as humanly possible. Not only that, I crafted up an Alchemy super suit and a smithing super suit. So I could really, and I mean really, get that smithing skill up. Or the attack power of whatever I crafted. Of course, enchanting is part of that. So yeah, just, again, anything and everything you can possibly think of to craft while you're maxed out to the, to the teeth. Do it now. So again, I've already got all that stuff done. I just wanted to talk through that before I actually went ahead and pulled the trigger here. So guys, I'm going to do all these in tandem. Yes. Yes. They're going away fast. Alchemy. Now, I'm not up to 100. I'm going to be soon. I'm going to be crafting a whole bunch of dummy potions. So, as I'm doing all this other stuff, this will be some selling power. Now, remember, when I reset that pesky speech, I won't be able to sell those potions anymore to any vendor. So I'm going to have to keep that in mind. When I buy soul gems from mages, I'm going to have to sell them back like a whole bunch of grand soul gems that I've been collecting or something along those lines. Jewelry. So yeah, just keep that in mind. You're going to need selling power for different vendors until we can get the speech back up to 50. So I'm real close, guys. So yeah, Alchemy, as soon as that hits 100, I'll absolutely be resetting that. Whoops. Speech, when that hits 100, so you'll see that here in this video, most likely both of those going legendary. Pickpocket, I'm leaving alone. This is mid-game. I am not going to be without my deep pockets anymore. So even later in the game, if this ever happens to hit 100, that is one thing I will never reset because I'm not going without that extra carry weight. That is huge. Sneak, guys, I'm loving it, but of course that's resettable. When I get up there, I will reset that just so it can keep on leveling. Light armor, same type of party. Archery 58. Okay, now I've got 5 training slots. This is another thing too. You want to keep going with the stuff you need mid-game. So for me, that's archery, light armor. So now I'm going to bump this up to 60. I've got Aaliyah with me, so I'll train with her twice. I'm going to go find a light armor trainer. I'm going to train her with her once, and I'm going to put perks in there. One for hitting 60, and then of course one here for hitting 60. And I might, maybe, haven't decided yet, dump another one in there. I mean, it's only an extra 5% Shanna. It's tough to put a perk in there, or 2 for that matter. It can go up to 3, but you know, that's to me when I just don't want to put perks anywhere else. Then I'll go back through here and kind of do some of this stuff. One-handed, don't use it. Two-handed, don't use it. Block, don't use it. That's one great thing about archery, is that's 3 categories you can just completely, and I mean completely, ignore. Heavy armor, never use it unless I'm later game. Now, the heavy armor is fun, guys. It looks cool. Of course, it keeps you super protected. But wow, you got to put some perks in here. I'm trying to find that one right there. So 70 in that skill to get where the heavy armor doesn't weigh. That's my biggest complaint about the heavy armor. It's just, golly, it's awful heavy. So it's just not for me. I don't use it in my playthroughs. But if you are definitely all about the heavy armor, you know, feel free to make sure you prioritize that perk right there. And then that's pretty much it. That's where my wheel's at. So let's get to work now. I'm going to go ahead and do my training. And guys, that's another thing too, is every time you bump in levels. Right now I'm 67. I have not used my 5 training opportunities yet for level 67. So that's going to turn over to 68. As soon as I level, again, I'm going to go get my 5 slots of training somewhere. Make sure you do that every single time you level. Not only does that help with your overall leveling, but some of these peskier skills. That's one reason I'm standing here in the Mages College right now. Now, some of those are pretty tough to get up, you know, like the destruction. You have to go out there and just use destruction constantly, and it's slow going. So, yeah, long story short, I definitely like to take advantage of each level. I can train 5 times with anyone I want. So right now, again, I'm just getting this done so that I can...
Let's hunt down our prey.
Get my smithing a little, or excuse me, get my archery a little more attack power. And then that light armor, abso-freaking-lutely. So that's what I mean, like all skills. As you're doing this, you're going to level. As you level, you can train. So any skill, even if it's not a skill you're directly working on for the leveling aspect, you're still going to be, you know, working on all the other skills with trainers. So let's see, the first person that comes to mind for light armor training, I think is going to be that real rude shop vendor here. And of course, it's not the right time of day. Should have saw that coming. It's never the right time of day, you know? And right where she should be.
You look a bit peaked.
You gonna buy something? Or just, I'll teach you how to use it effectively and keep you quick on your feet.
Okay, that gets me to 60. Booyah. So I will go ahead and do exactly as I said. Oh, yeah, I didn't talk about restoration, did I? And conjuration. That's my twin souls. No need to reset that right now. I really like being able to do 2 casts, so I definitely like keeping that. I keep these bumped because that, again, has to do with stacking with your enchantments on offensive weapons. So yeah, that stacks with the enchantment side of things. Restoration, I've already bumped this twice, and I like to keep that again. It keeps that magic regenerating faster. Gotta love it. But guys, again, these schools of magic, they can get kind of tough, you know, to level just via normal, excuse me, gameplay. Conjuration, I found a trick to that. You can just keep recasting Dromea Lord, and it really bumps that conjuration fast, but you have to be in combat. So sometimes when I'm working on conjuration, I'll just go into a combat situation, and all I'm going to do is sit there and pop those Dromeas. Illusion, never use it. So yeah, anyway, the reason I want to bump all of the schools of magic is because once you get them all up to, I think, 100, it opens up new quests in the Mages College. So it's kind of important to me to do that because the quests are lucrative. You know, I like the buffs and stuff you get out of those. So yeah, primarily you're going to see me training with different mages here as I'm doing all my leveling. And I just wanted to talk about that before I really got into that. All these other things are going to take care of themselves. I'm going to enchant a whole bunch of dummy daggers. I'm going to craft a whole bunch of dummy daggers. I got plenty of soul gems to do that. The iron will just keep flowing here. I'll show you how to do that. So yeah, between Alchemy Enchanting and smithing. That's going to be my bread and butter for getting the levels. Alright, so anyway, I don't think I put my perks in yet, did I? Okay, go ahead and get that other 20% booyah. And yeah, just because I got the perks, you know, opened up right now. And we're going to keep leveling, guys, so more perks are gonna come. So bear that in mind, too, as you're doing this. Recover extra arrows, that's never a bad thing. And this one, yeah, you know what, why not? Light armor. Alright. Sneak, you know, if I really wanted to hit that 80, I could go to find a sneak trainer, but honestly, the sneak is already pretty insane. You can already just kind of sneak around people right next to them, right in front of them, and somehow they still won't see you. So, like, to me, there's just no point in dumping any more perks into that once it hits 80. I'll just leave that be. Yeah, the speech, I definitely need to go ahead and do all that in tandem.
My money's on the big one.
Oh, must have a thief. And I gotta wait for him to die so I can fast travel. Seems like every time I come to Riften lately, there's a thief.
Come back when you're ready to spend more money.
Alright, the reason I'm at the Mages College is, again, so I can train with some of these mages and start working on these schools of magic. So I'm going to do that right now before I flip levels. And right now I'm working with Tolfdir. Another reason I'm working with Tolfdir is he needed to get me up to 65 so I could get my Detect Dead spell book, which I've been waiting on.
I'm always available.
And hopefully now he has it for sale.
For those with the talent to cast them.
Yay! Okay, I've been waiting for that. You have no idea. I can't read it from here. Scratch that. Okay, another thing too, and guys, again, this is all working on speech, so everything goes together. Everything's simultaneous. You got to be thinking of everything all at once. So I'm going to go in here. I don't normally buy the staffs because, again, when I want different selling power for different reasons, I need to think about carry weight at the same time. And these typically just don't have the value for the weight you have to carry. The apparel, however, does. So, like, Apprentice, I'm buying. Expert, I'm buying. It's only £1. Out. You know, wowzers. Look at the gold just go. Wham. Now, before I go too crazy in here with him, I need to go craft all those dummy potions I was talking about. Then. But before that, I want to read that book. Looks like I got a few in here, too. Okay, and that's Alteration. Detect Dead. Loving it. Go ahead and favorite that bad boy. Oh, yeah. The main reason I like Detect Dead is because I can't tell you how many times I kill something and I cannot find the body. So now I can find my corpses for looting purposes. Okay, now I can relax. Oh, I also need to train with him. But again, I'm going to get these dummy potions crafted before I get too much gold spent. The reason I'm buying speech. And then I'll be selling the dummy potions. Again, everything you buy counts towards speech. Everything you sell counts towards speech. So it's like big money amounts right now to push that up to 100. And I think my crafting table is up here. Now I'm going to go ahead and be switching into my super suit. Alchemy, Alchemy. Falmer helmet and circlet stack. Now guys, that's not technically a glitch. Most people on the internet call that an exploit. It came with the base game. It's the only thing that you can wear with a circlet. I don't know if the game, creators designed it to be that way. All I know is it's always worked and it's never been patched or anything. Somebody told me in comments that an unofficial patch, they fixed that. I don't know why. Again, it's not broken. It's more of an exploit than anything. I use it. I always have. I've never played with the unofficial patch. Actually, I did try it one time, and I didn't notice any of the placement things were fixed. I just kind of found it wasn't worth giving up my circlet and Falmer helmet stack. So anyway, if it wasn't for that, I'd probably go ahead and use that unofficial patch. So bracers, necklace, ring. There it is. Super suit. And again, these are all smithed up, or not smith. These are all enchanted up as high as I could get them with my max enchanting. Now, one thing, too, you got to think about, too, is our enchanting. I got all those perks back, so, like, the things that can enchant for, like, skills, they're not going to be very strong right now. So that's why I say anything you possibly could think of to craft, do it before you reset. Okay, but all I'm really here to do right now is craft a whole bunch of dummy potions, and I should have thought ahead on this and brought some of my favorite. Yes, I did. Awesome. Okay, see, Blue Mountain flowers, I normally don't cook with those, but I crafted a whole bunch of potions for enchanting already. So I've already got a bunch of maxed out enchanting potions. Or not enchanting. So anyway, that's the one thing I hold the blue butterfly wings back for. But I kept, 10, 20, however many back at my house. So like these are craftable. And notice that jump in value. So that's one of those magic combinations. Now to me, it's not worth 3 ingredients, just for that extra, what is it, couple of hundred there. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the 2 ingredients because that stretches all these out much better. But again, it's quite a bump in value there. So let her rip. Just go ahead and watch everything go, guys. And I like to kind of go slower and let the game stay caught up, because I notice if I just sit here and spam, then it's like behind and it's trying to catch up, and sometimes it'll lock up, glitch out. So I try to more or less, stay with the speed that the game will allow. And I just remembered I didn't finish my training or anything, but I needed to craft the potions first. So now the great thing is, as long as I don't cash in the level up, I can still complete my 5 levels of training for level 67. But the moment I go into skills, I lose that opportunity. So I'm going to have to remember not to do that. I'll just go straight to a Tolfdir here. So I'm going to keep going, guys, because again, I want to make sure I have enough potions to get the gold back. I mean, we're going to be getting tens of thousands, if not close to, 30, 40,000 worth of stuff bought and sold here. I need to make sure I get my money back to continue working on speech. Not only that, I don't want to go broke doing this either. Okay, so now all those blue butterfly wings I have on my person, those were for crafting. So good to go there. None of this other stuff really matters, so I'm just going to let her rip. I'm going to get up to 80 here, and I'll dump another perk in there. But I can't do that yet. Remember, I leveled, so if I try to put that perk in there now, I'm going to ruin my opportunity to go train some more. So go ahead and quit Alchemy. Go finish my 5 levels of training. Come on, Aaliyah. I cannot walk you through you by now. I almost said Wookiee. I don't know where that came from. I must have Star Wars on the mind.
I'm sure
Settle down,
you've made
Beavis.
note of who's been the most helpful during your time here, Archmage.
There we go. Sometimes taking your weapon out will snap the followers out of that. I don't know why they run in plays. I've actually sat here last night watching Aaliyah do that forever. And, because when I'm idling, guys, my mind is not quiet. I pictured a treadmill under her feet. If I was better at video editing, I would have recorded a clip of that, and then I would have put a little cartoon treadmill in there or something. It would have been awesome. It was awesome in my head. Alright, good old Tolfdir. I never know which cubicle to check.
I'm always available.
Let's
should
go ahead and
you
get
need
my
me,
training.
Archmage.
Last 2
I
levels.
can certainly share a bit of what I know.
And then I will cash in my level up. And you guessed it. Oh wow, I have no idea where I'm at with this. Alchemy, go ahead and dump that in there. And again, I want to unlock this. Okay, I need 10 more before I can dump that last one in. Got it. Get back here, Tolfdir.
Like
We're
it or
not done
not,
yet.
you are a shining... I can certainly share a bit of what I know.
Wow, look, I'm about to bump again. So the goal is to get all of my schools of magic up to 90. That's as high as you can train. And then those last 10, you're just going to have to bite the bullet, you know, and get them leveled up the old-fashioned way. Go out and use them in combat or whatever. So they'll come, you know, but, wow, getting them all to 90 via training in this manner, you really can't beat it. I almost forgot the other part of why I came here was for buying and selling.
After all, spells and incantations.
So yeah, notice he's got a lot of gold on him, 20k already, and I haven't even started buying anything yet. So yeah, those robes are still here. Awesome, that's a big purchase. Master robes, only £1, loving that. And then for the selling... And again, you can only do this while speech hasn't been reset yet. But these potions will definitely help you get your money back. There goes that speech, 96, bye-bye! Keep an eye on those numbers there. Now wait a minute, why isn't... See, I've had this happen before, it like glitches out. And the numbers aren't moving there.
Take care now.
I'm going to try talking to him one more time, see if I can
Spells and
unstick that.
incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Yeah, I need my gold back, so if this is broken, I'm going to have to reload that autosave from coming in here. Yeah, doggone it.
Until next.
Matter of fact, I'm going to drop a hard save here since this seems to be stuck.
Really.
I always got to keep an eye on these numbers in this game. Where is Tolfdir? Why can I never find this dude, you know? Why don't they have signs above the doors?
I'm always available should you need me, Archmage. I can certainly share a bit of what I know.
And maybe it has something to do with, like, letting the amount get too high, so I'm gonna buy and sell, I guess, as I go and see if that helps. Okay, so cashing that level up. Alchemy 80. Wow, he can sleep in the air.
Generations of college mages.
There is no Dana, only Zul. Old Zul, you nut, come down here.
After all that it's been through, the college...
Alright guys, I'm going to try to
spells
get
and
some of my money back
incantations
now
for
before the
those
amount
with
gets too
talent to cast
crazy. There we go, now it's moving. Okay, there goes that speech, loving it. Go ahead and, once again, get a little shopping done. Only the big number stuff. Alright, I'll stop there. Gotta love the master stuff. It always fetches good prices. Scrolls I don't typically bother with. Yeah, they're lightweight, but you can do better with potions for the same weight, so... And then guys, I just buy out the soul gems. I don't even think about it. I just get whatever they've got. They are not going to go to waste. And once again, I still got plenty of dummy potions to get my money back. There goes that speech again, getting close. Alright, 12 tier is effectively cleaned out. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my last 5 training here with him and then get that money back.
Spells and incantations for those with them. I can certainly share a bit of what I know.
And I like to really take my time with the training, because sometimes you'll hit the button, it'll take your money, and it will not bump the skill. I don't know why, it drives me bat crap. But I definitely make sure, you know, I get what I pay for here. And then once again, we will get our money back, hopefully.
Master the arcane arts.
Oh yeah. And I just noticed I got a bunch of, like, garbage here. Close enough.
All right, then.
Okay, so I'm all trained up now for this current level, which is awesome. And from here, guys, again, since I can't, you know, count on my speech much longer for getting my money back for training and stuff. Yeah, training is going to start getting expensive. Now, I've got 100k in gold. You might think, oh, you're good. No, that can go pretty fast when you're talking about training. I mean, one training session, you can, you know, go through 10k easy. So, you know, that's another thing to think about before actually pulling the trigger and hitting that speech skill reset. So from here, Whiterun. Actually, no, I got my home now. The thing is, there's no vendors at the house unless your spouse has a store, but that's limited. So I usually like Whiterun. Reason being is because there's kind of 2 vendors right there for smithing, and it just really makes it nice. Kind of keep the materials flowing for the dummy crafting. And that reminds me, I need to make sure I got a bunch of soul gems on me for that purpose. Lessers, petty especially. Sweet deal. Alright, that's going to go a long way. Now guys, make sure you pass time so you're starting good in the morning. Good, fresh in the morning. There's a reason for that. 8 a.m. the vendors open. So basically, long story short, I want to spend a bunch of money here on materials, but I want that money back. And then whatever else she's got in her purse. But if you take too long, or if it's too late in the day, you won't have a chance to go do all your crafting, get back to her before she closes. You know, the store might reset overnight. So I just always like to, you know, make good and sure I start 8 a.m. sharp. Or, you know, as close to 8 as possible. I'm not going to sit here and waste time, but... So now we've got a fresh purse. And, we should have a fresh store. So I should be able to load her up with gold and get that money back here in a little bit.
Have you met my father?
Ah, come on.
He's a steward.
Quit babbling. Sometimes a quick fast travel will fix that store.
Are you feeling sick? Inside the shop if you need anything.
Yeah, I know. I need to go get myself cured. Okay, maybe the store is 9 a.m.
Until next time.
If I was a betting man, I would have said 8 a.m., but... she is just not open for business.
And reshape this land, which is mine.
Alright. Oh, and for buying and selling improvement, you can also do the gift of charity. I usually do that, you know, when I'm thinking about it, so I'm gonna hit up the child here. If I can find her. She's normally just hanging out. Okay, well.
If you need potions, you should try.
Oh, there she is. Lucia!
Can you be my mother? Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart. Alright then.
Move.
Watch it.
You watch it.
Be careful.
You be careful. Alright. Please have a store. There we go.
Finest weapons and
Okay, now before I do any of that,
under the daylight.
hard save.
I don't claim to. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything.
So, you know, if I see something here that I don't think I have disenchanted yet, now's the time to buy it, guys. I'm pretty sure all this stuff I've already got. Apparel, oh, weapons. I also buy every single arrow. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter whether or not I use it, I buy all the arrows. Because they don't have weight. So, yeah, it's just a nice thing to have. And not only that, you can sell them when the speech gets high enough again. And again, it's just weightless value that you're carrying around. I'm going to kind of be quiet here now and make sure I'm not missing any of this stuff. I don't know if I have Pickpocket disenchanted. So if I'm not sure, you know, no harm, no foul. I'm going to get my gold back anyway. And then miss, guys. The main things I'm concerned about, iron. Leather. That's it. Iron and leather. Silver for making jewelry. Absolutely the silver. Steel, that's for house crafting. I mentioned, you know, I'm going to be building 2 more player homes, which is another reason I wanted to reset my smithing skill. So, yeah, just lots and lots of just anything I can think of, you know, to do dummy crafting, you know, stuff for the house. I'm definitely going to get my hands on that. The ore, I think we need that for something. Can't remember what. Corundum, I think we need that for something. Maybe locks, can't remember. And why, I'm already weighted.
Until next time.
Probably because I changed super suits. Actually, yeah, it was because I changed super suits. So I don't need my alchemy stuff anymore, because like I said, I'm not gonna be crafting dummy potions. Well, I will. I take that back. At some point, I will be going back to the alchemy table, but not for selling power, just for the leveling power in the alchemy skill. Alright, so the shirt can stay on. I definitely want the boots for shock. I got those. Bracers with archery, definitely need that. Okay, neither one of these have anything to do with weight. Okay, got the necklace. Got the ring. Oh, and because I have an anniversary edition, I can actually also equip the backpack, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Actually, I have to, because I'm already weighted. Jeepers. No, not quite. I'm close.
Welcome. We've got small.
Alright, go ahead and clean him out while I'm at it. It's kind of funny. I think they share the same purse, but they have different inventories at times. Yeah, I've got all this stuff. So yeah, definitely get that iron, leather, silver, steel, corundum.
Good doing business with you.
Now I'm weighted. That's okay. We're here to craft. Now, one thing I wasn't really thinking ahead on, I should have grabbed like gemstones and stuff for my base, or my player home, for the jewelry. Not only that, I got a bunch of gold ingots back over there.
Have you met my father?
So,
steward
first
of the
things first, I'm going to go ahead and turn a lot of that leather into strips. Get myself underweight here. And since I already, emptied the purse, I'm not going to worry about doing the crafting here per se. I'll do that at the player home. But the reason I like the vendors, and the reason I try to make it earlier in the day so I can craft the daggers, and I can go enchant the daggers, and I can go back to her and sell the daggers. And once they're enchanted with a specific enchantment I'm about to show you guys, it's like Banished Daedra or something along those lines. But that really fetches a good price, so you'll have no problem getting your gold back from any smith. Not only that, you can sell those daggers at general stores too. So they kind of have a dual purpose there. Alright, let's do this thing. The gold... Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to need for gemstones yet, so I'm going to hold off on that, because I might need to go on a gold run. And to do that, I go to Gold Slogger Mind, or whatever it's called, where there's a bunch of Forsworn. There's a lot of gold nodes in there. Yeah, I don't have a ton of it, but I got a good amount. So that'll get a lot of jewelry made, which means, yeah, I'm going to need a lot of gemstones. But again, I can't remember what's what. So maybe I'll just grab it all. And I'll try to be conscious and not craft everything, because sometimes you might need a random, rare gemstone or something for some quest. And I hate not having one when I just want to get a quest cleared really quick. Diamonds, absolutely. I can actually stand to craft some of those down into leather. Oh wow, those two. I got a grip of stuff, which is good. Amethyst. I'm not sure. I don't need 100 of the things, but that might be something. I corundum. Garnets, I have a feeling I'll need those. I don't know how many goat hides I need. Probably not that many. And check that out, I got some iron in the bank. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good news. This is all good news. Okay, I'm taking inventory too. I got 48 locks. That sounds like a lot, but you're going to go through a lot of locks in a home build. So I'm going to be putting some locks together. Nails. I'll probably, craft some nails. Iron fittings. I don't even see iron. Yeah, I do. Okay, so yeah, a lot of iron fittings. So yeah, definitely get some house stuff crafted. And all that goes into smithing. Rubies. Sapphires. Okay, definitely get the silver again, jewelry. So yeah, hopefully I've got the gemstones to cover all this. Steel, if I need it for house crafting, I'll come back and get it. So yeah, that should be it, guys. Oh, wolf pelts. I do not need that many. So I'm weighted, and that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and drop another hard save here, just, you know, in case I mess you up. I don't have to do all that all over again. But luckily, is we don't have to go into the basement every time. There's actually an anvil up here, and I don't know why, guys, that the Skyrim designers designed these homes so that everything was so spread apart. Like, would it have been so hard to put the alchemy table, the enchanting table, and the anvil, like, next to each other by a chest? Just saying. It was almost like they intended for us to have to do this. Oh, wait, I do have to go to the basement for one reason, and one reason alone. I've got to smith the hide down. And I've got to smelt my ores. So yeah, we're definitely going to get all the leather I can. And you'll see why here in a bit. You're gonna hear a lot of button spamming. I kind of feel like I need to buy a muscle massager that'll just sit here and like beat this button rapidly for me. Deer hide, yeah, that can go. Pretty much whatever I have in here can probably go. This is why I collect it, guys. It's worth, you know, hauling the weight around. I'm only mid-game right now. Actually, it's still kind of early mid-game at that. Okay, so yeah, we're going to need tons of leather strips. I'm just going to get to work here. Probably go down to where I have about 300 of these left. And that'll give me a good head start on my daggers. Then when I run out of iron, I'll switch gears and I'll craft leather bracers. And it's 2 for 1. You need like 2 strips to 1 leather, I think, for the bracers. Okay, so there's my leather for now. And then, yeah, definitely need to do some smelting. Pretty much anything I have in ore is going to get made into ingots. Whatever I've got. Gold. I'm not going to craft everything, because again, you know, I'm going to be house crafting, and you need some of this random stuff just for different things, like the shrines and whatnot. I can't remember what's what, but I just always find I need something, and I'm like, oh man, I crafted all of that. So trying to think ahead just a little bit on that. The iron, that's okay, that can go, because that's easily available everywhere. So yeah, the 2 gold ores that are left I'll leave, and then probably leave 2 silver ores behind also, because to be fair, it only crafts 1 ingot anyway. That's only 1 piece of jewelry. Alright, there it is. So I think that's all that I came down here for. Unless I need the tanning rack again. That's the only thing. Leather strips. Yeah, between the daggers, yeah, I'm going to keep that 300 leather back. So yeah, we'll go ahead and go back upstairs. And I'll get to work. And guys, you're just going to watch these levels go. Now, the reason I still have Aaliyah with me is so I don't have to try to warp every single time I level. I'm going to work on getting my archery back up to 80. Now, normally I wouldn't do that. Normally, actually, yeah, I am going to wait on that. Because I can get my money back from her. So I'm going to take advantage of the mages before I hit the skill reset on those potions. So anyway, iron, guys. Iron freaking daggers all the way. But before I do that, again, I want to craft the building materials. Hinges, gonna need them. And look at that smithing skill just start going. Now, of course, the lower levels, they go faster. You know, it starts slowing down here in a little bit. That's okay. And I'm just now noticing my iron ain't gonna last very long, so I'll get some fittings done. I'll make a few locks and I'll call it good. I haven't even started dummy daggers yet. Okay. Now I'll start the... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do this fittings. I'll go out and buy some more iron here in a bit. This way I can just kind of dump all this stuff off here, you know, download a little bit of weight. Speaking of... Actually, no, scratch that. I'm not sure how much I'm overweight by. Quite a bit. Wow, that smarts. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do some downloading here. The gemstones don't weigh a ton, but it all adds up. Actually, that can go back in there. I'm not going to be in combat anytime soon. Definitely can go, definitely can go. Wow, that's awful heavy. Ooh. I might store some of the leather. Get them locks in there. There's not much else I can download. Steel ingots, yeah, I don't need those anymore. What else am I even carrying right now? You know, I might just download some weapons and stuff. All this extra gear I'm carrying, it's not really necessary. Just in case I get into a dragon attack. Oh, that's another thing too. You can use the woodcutter's axe, go get a whole bunch of wood, and use some of that iron to craft some arrows. If iron arrows are your jam. But I'll work on that on the back end. Just another option there to get some stuff, useful stuff crafted up. Definitely need to keep my crafting super suits. We are working on all of those. Asdal's definitely... I could wear the hood for buying and selling. Don't need the gloves, don't need the bracers. Or boots, I should say. Hopefully I don't get into a fist fight. I'll keep some of this higher value stuff just because it's barely any weight at all. But wow, I don't have much else I can download in the way of... See, I thought I was carrying around more garbage than this. That'll help a little. I really don't need the food right now. All that can go. Yeah, wow. I am awful weighted. I have a feeling I need to get rid of that leather. And I didn't forget I can put the backpack on. That's just not going to quite put me over just yet. Let's see where I wind up. Okay, a little more... Still not enough. That'll be pretty close. Alright, there we go. And of course I still got my follower in Dramea if needed. But yeah, might as well just go ahead and do some more crafting here. Wait a minute. I'm about to level, that's right. I need to go take care of that whole thing with the mages. So before I go, I'll get that skill bumped. Jewelry, guys. The jewelry brings the money. Gold diamond necklace. Now again, I'm not going to use all of my flawless diamond. I'm not going to use all of my anythings. And look at that smithing skill just jump. So now I can get training for that level. As long as I don't cash this level in, I can kind of wait and, you know, just keep leveling here. Actually, no, I already used my 5 levels for that current level, that's right. So now I need to actually cash that level in. I don't have to go training just yet. I just thought of something else I can do here. I'm just going to go ahead and get the alchemy taken care of now so I can get rid of some of these ingredients, because the ingredients, believe it or not, they're heavy too. Like, ridiculously heavy, especially in quantity. So yeah, let's go ahead and do just that. Why in the heck did that favorite? None of this stuff should be favorited. Okay, my good old magic of regions. Now guys, there's other ones that sell good too. So if you don't quite have, you know, enough ingredients in this one category, I'll show you a few others. Come on, baby. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and show you those now. Another real good seller is going to be... I think some of the carry weights do good. No, that's a slow. Giant's toe and wheat. That's not it. Invisibility. Lots of options for invisibility. Now I'm missing a couple ingredients. I must have them in Lydia's inventory or something for weight. But like Charus eggs. So yeah, you can really get a good number, you know, in this category. Paralysis. That's another good one. Now again, I don't have a bunch of these on my person, but like Canis root. You know, I'm just gonna show you guys properly here.
We've stopped. What is it? What do you need to take?
I know it's a lot. And you can see the weight.
A huntress is always on the move.
But this time, you know, this way I'll be able to show you more accurately here. So damage, magic, or regen, just in case I was missing any of this. Lots of options there. And they all sell. They all sell real good. One-handed. Two-handed sometimes, depending on if you've got the ingredients to cover that. So yeah, invisibility, guys. You know, Charus eggs, those, you can find those for days in some of the Dwemer dungeons. Falmer caves, etc. Luna Mothwings, once again. Vampire dust, you know, just, yeah, definitely a good category there. Another one, absolutely paralysis. Canis root. Human flesh, which is a little more rare, but the imp stool, that's pretty, you know, abundant. Swamp fungal puds, Gordon Morthal, they're everywhere. So you can really push a lot of paralysis potions. And then, you know, as far as other good selling stuff, slow is another favorite of mine. For the main reason, salt pile, super abundant. Tramaroot, just go to Solstheim, the stuff's everywhere. So you can just craft those for days. And again, they sell, guys. All this stuff I'm pointing out has selling power. So yeah, I'm going to get back to damage, magic, or regen here and kind of just finish my leveling up to 100. And then I'm done with alchemy. I can dump all these ingredients. That'll definitely help me with the weight moving forward. That's a good seller right there, bear claws. Not only that, it's good for bumping. Actually, I don't know if there's a higher value. Hanging moss. Hanging moss and bear claws. Even better. Almost there. Wow, I'm about to bump again in levels. Look at that. Hot dog. I could not have planned that any better. Now, I'm not going to cash in that level up. Again, I don't have my 5 levels of training for this level. So before I cash that in, I definitely need to go buy some mage training. So yeah, for now, I'm just going to get rid of all this. Oh, nope, stand by. See, doggone it, I got to cash the level now. Maybe not. I'm going to keep one back of everything. You'll see why here after I get my training. Whoops. Actually, that was anniversary. I don't care. Actually, I kind of do care. See, I'm going to bump that one perk all 3 levels so that I can eat these, and it unlocks all the skills. So I'm missing quite a few here, as you can see. So I think that's another like damage, magic, or regen. I just couldn't show that because I didn't have it opened up yet. I feel like I'm like super concentrated right now. Maybe focused would have been a better word for that. Oh yeah, I never did show you the giant's toe and the wheat. That's probably the strongest selling potion there is. Wow, I'm gonna do this for days. I'm only in the P's. Why so many? Alright, still overweight. Unreal. Alright, Lydia's just gonna have to hold
What do you need to take?
the leather for now. She couldn't even hold it all. But wow, look at that. Several hundred pounds gone. Alright, go get my mage training. Now I should be able to do this twice. So this kind of cuts down on some of the travel time, you know, back and forth. If you can remember to train, level, train, you're cutting your trips out here in half. Good old Tolfdir. Where you at, Poppy? Kind of creepy, he's just hanging out in her room. But hey, I don't judge.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. I can certainly share a bit of what I know.
Go ahead and get that training. As soon as I hit 90, I'm done with him. Dude, it's getting expensive. Golly! $38.50 for one? That is nuts. Okay, go ahead and get some of that money back. This is why we make the potions. Also working on that speech skill at the same time. Now let's see if I can buy any other... Oh yeah. There goes that speech. We're almost there, guys. 100 is right around the corner. Wow, that almost took care of that whole thing.
Until next time.
Okay, I already got my training, so go ahead and level up. And now getting back to Alchemy. That's already maxed out. This is the one I want right here. And again, I'm going to be resetting this to get my perks back anyway. This is just really for right now. And I've got plenty of alchemy stuff crafted up. I've got tons and tons of just enchanting potions, marksman potions. Just you name it, all those were crafted up wearing my super suit and Alchemy 100. See, I can reset that anytime. I'm not in a rush to do that just yet. First things first, training.
I'm always available should you need. I can certainly share a bit of what I know.
And selling.
So you wish to master the arcane arts?
Yeah, it's all good. Okay, he's back to 0. Awesome
Until next
sauce. We are done here. So we're back to the iron demand, guys. Now, I don't think there's a blacksmith here in Winterhold, unfortunately. Dawnstar's got one. So I'm just going to kind of do a little bit of a lap around Skyrim here, buying up iron. And again, a little time consuming, but it's worth it. And I haven't forgotten about all the jewelry I can craft. Okay, he should still be open. Wait a minute, that's not the right building. Oh, there we go. I didn't go down far enough. And I think he's got the store.
Seems like no one is getting a decent night's rest in the finest weapons and armor.
Same type of plan, guys. Every arrow, whether I need them or not. And I don't see anything here that... Ooh, summon Daedra. See, I think that's what I already have. But I'm not sure, so I'm going to disenchant that, or try to disenchant that. A squire, huh? I think I got that already. Now, I don't worry about the current because I'm not worrying about house crafting right now. I'm just going to stick to the iron and the leather. And the silver for more jewelry. Go ahead and sell. Gotta get that gold back. Oh, I got a grip of them potions.
Come back if you need steel.
Okay, I'm going to take advantage of whatever weight I've got.
In my pocket.
And Solitude's got a smith. And you know, come to think of it, there's actually 3 smiths in Whiterun. I forgot about Earlund Greyjoy or whatever. Oh, that's cool. See, this is what I love about this game. You look up at the sky and it's just like, that's awesome.
My working days are done.
But sadly I have to pass time. Ooh, the hanging moss. Yeah, that's around. And this blacksmith, he's got different hours. I think he's noon or something. He's a later guy. Okay, looks like I'm good.
Take a look.
But there's hardly any game to hunt around here.
No silver.
Return anytime you need arms or armor.
Alright, let's bounce over to... I might as well just kind of do a counterclockwise motion here. And some of the smaller villages have them too, you know, I'm just hitting the big cities right now. No real reason, just I know where they're at, they're fast. But yeah, some of the outliers also have smiths. And this is another one that I have kind of a little bit of trouble finding at different times. Now remember, Aaliyah's full. I need to keep an eye on my weight. Ooh, wait a minute. I am not suited up for carry weight. That's right, I was doing alchemy. That'll help a little. Let's see, I've got one. Wait, that's not my carry weight boots. Ah, nuts. I dropped those off back at the house. I brain farted there. Yeah, carry weight, carry weight, carry weight. So yeah, I'm missing one clothing piece for carry weight. Yeah, I think this one is like a noon type of deal. Or closer to noon.
Blade. Take a look.
What was that? Magic resistance. I don't really care about that anyway. I'm gonna forget I saw that.
Let me know if you need something.
Alright, good to go. Next. Oh, wait, there's two smiths here. That's right. We got one in the Underkeep. It was not the Underkeep. Or Understone, whatever. Bad with names. If you happen to have a Deja heart on you, he's got a little side quest, but he needs a Deja heart.
I'm the Jarl. Take a look.
And I totally slipped. I was gonna show you guys that whole, you know, eating the ingredients thing. After I got those perks done. Alright, sweet deal. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that since I'm thinking about it. Ingredients. So yeah, anything that's not filled in, eat it. Eat it. All this stuff. And again, some of this is anniversary, but I need it unlocked anyway before I reset that skill, so I just gotta get it done. Goldfish. I just ate a goldfish. And it wasn't even cooked. I was gonna be doing this for days. That readout. I'm probably gonna fall flat on my face here in a second because I just ate moon sugar. Alright, that's it. I didn't fall down. What? Alright, that's it, guys. Everything's now unlocked. Every ingredient I have. I now know the recipes. So yeah, that'll really help me with alchemy next time I hit that reset button. That'll probably happen again when I do smithing, or archery again. Continuing around the world in 80 days counterclockwise, let's go ahead and hit Falkreath. My goodness. I need to pass a grip of time here. And I'll go get the right footwear for the job. Boots. No, I don't want anniversary. Okay, that's frost, carry weight. Flames and carry weight. Oh. Might be able to dump some potions. Yeah, that's an awful lot. I'm not going to go through that before I hit skill resets, so... Oh, no, I did not mean to do that. Wrong buttons, bro. Oh, look at all these freaking Magicka regen potions. It's mind-boggling how many of these I've crafted. Always handy to have a couple cure disease on you. You never know. I usually just sell those for selling, but it was decent. Oh, garbage. Alright, that definitely gets me back down. I hate it when I do that, because, like, when you're putting the stuff one way, the X button puts it there. Then when you're going back the other direction, X takes it all. It's like, no! Definitely need to pass some time here now. My blacksmith. I think he's an early bird. Maybe not.
Did you see a hound on the road? Fine, strong creature that's been wandering near town.
Uh-oh. I cannot shop with him
Meet me
yet.
at my forge if you need arm.
So that was a waste. Good old medieval here definitely has a smith. And right above us here, there's a little village that I usually hit up. We've been there.
You've been a good... Come to see Balaman perform miracles with steel,
Uh-oh. Must not be the right time, huh? Nuts. A lot of passing times involved when you have to buy up the ore the way I am.
Return anytime. You're quite welcome here. What brings you to Balaman today?
Bruh.
Repair? Purchase?
Imagine blowing up an entire town. Damn college. Winterhold will never be the same.
Come to see Balaman perform miracles with steel, eh? Return anytime. You're quite
He
welcome.
should be open at 11. There we go.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Yeah, see, some of these don't have the high value because they were crafted when I was lower level. So those are the ones I should be getting rid of first.
Return anytime. You're quite welcome here.
And there is a mage here.
Will be the death of me. He spends too
Might as well.
To smile at your passing.
What do you need? Did we have enough spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them?
Oh yeah, definitely good value for the wait. And she's got a good store here. Of course, I've got everything I already want, so... Ooh, water breathing, that might be nice. They're going away fast. And I can't believe that didn't bump speech, so I must be getting awful close here. Head on up to that little village I just talked about. Oh no, I don't think I have it yet. What? Okay, two ways to get there. I can go here and just run north, but we gotta go past this, and that's a whole to-do. I keep meaning to do that. So maybe I'll hit this one and go south. I should have known this was coming. Oh, that's right. We got Dramea. I cannot see a thing. I'm so glad his body slid all the way down the mountain. For one Dramea heart. Worth it. South is that away. Alright. Cut through the mountain pass here. We should be getting a map icon here pretty soon. Of a town or a village. And what is going on with my regen? That is terrible. Oh, sweet headshot. Loving it. There goes that enchanting. What the heck is this? Like, everything that can randomly spawn in is going to spawn in right now. I'm trying to go do some crafting. Alright, now everything, leave me alone. Alright, maybe I can actually get there now. There's my icon, by the way. That is definitely the droid I'm looking for. Whoopsie. Wolf Central. If I can ignore them, I will. Right where it should be. I can't believe I haven't unlocked this in this playthrough. This is one of the first things I normally do. And there's some to-dos here too, so I'm really mind-boggled that I haven't come here. That cave is full, like, petty soul gem trapping opportunity. It's a smith vendor. It's just a good little town. There's a couple little side quests you can knock out here real quickly. Flowers, eggs, yeah, all sorts of goodies.
I hope you haven't arrived here. The finest weapons and armor.
I came all this way for like 13 iron. Better than 0.
Don't kid yourself.
Okay, I'm going to hit up one more and then I'll head back over to good old Whiterun.
Everyone says your needs metal blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
That's better. Do I want the 200 gold?
Whether it's armor you need or a new blade.
Uh-oh. That's okay. That's okay. This is another place that I can do a bunch of crafting. So let me get old boy out of the way here. I need my anvil. So here it comes, guys. Iron freaking daggers. Gonna be crafting these for a bit.
Windhelm's docks, we can go to
Look at that. I got plenty of iron ingots and I got plenty of leather strips. And we're just going to watch that smithing skill take off. Now remember, I've already trained for my current level. So when that turns over, I don't have to worry about going anywhere. It's all going into daggers. Maybe I don't need this many daggers, I don't know yet. It depends on how many soul gems I've got. I know I've got a grip, and I've got a ton back at the house. So this is all not only for the smithing skill, but that's also going to help me in my enchanting skill. So now I mentioned the leather, guys. Why do we have a whole bunch of leather? Check this out. Leather bracers. It's 2 for 1. See, I'm going to have to pull that leather back off of, what's her name here?
Windhelm is the pride of my... Let's get going. What do you need to take?
Wait a minute, did she have gold? She sure did.
Lead on then.
So now this is literally for no other purpose than to get the smithing skill up. The leather is abundant, it's cheap to buy, you know, it's just another resource that keeps flowing, especially where the vendors are concerned, to help keep that smithing skill leveling going. Wow, I'm not even down under 100 yet. This is insane. Look at that, my smithing is already back up to 50. And I haven't even really done the jewelry yet. Yep, and all that leather can go. There's more where that came from. Okay, now I can go ahead and cash in that skill since I've already trained this level. And what am I going to do with all these leather bracers? I'm going to sell them.
The finest weapons and armor.
Because they don't sell for a lot, but when you got a couple hundred of them, you know, that'll add up. So yeah, if I were to sell that whole stack, I'm looking at 3,500. So let's go ahead and spend 3,500. On what? I don't know yet. Something expensive. That's not super expensive. And preferably without much weight. That's a good buy. I look for anything that's like a pound. Okay, that's gonna be close enough.
Whether it's armor,
And look at that, guys. All that weight is just gone.
Take in the beauty of this day. You've won it.
Go ahead and get those last minute daggers crafted up. Oh, we're almost up to 60 already in Smith. And again, I haven't even touched the jewelry yet. So let's do that. I got lots of gold to go around and I want that to count. So I'm going to spend the gold bars on like the gold stuff that sells the best. So I've got a 500, 550... 700, 900. See, I'm going to start up here. And guys, look at that smithing skill, just bump. That's what I like about the jewelry. But again, you're not going to have all these gemstones unless you're into the game a little ways. And I'm going to keep 2 flawless diamonds back just in case I need them for any, you know, obscure quest or just anything. You never know. Next best-selling thing will be the gold diamond ring, I guess. I don't need the gold ingots. Well, I'll keep 1 ingot back. And of course I can go back to that Kolsklager mine or whatever. And guys, there's a lot of gold in there. Tons of gold nodes. So yeah, I could absolutely, you know, put some of these other gold gemstones to use. I would just have to run back through that mine. Alright, let's go down and see what we can do for silver. 42 silver ingots. So again, I'm going to look at what sells the best. So that emerald necklace right there. Okay, that sapphire necklace. See, I'll start with these. I'm going to keep 1 or 2 flawless emeralds back. Again, just in case they're needed for anything, I don't know. And you got 380 there, 580 there. Okay, 2 flawless sapphires, nice. Whoop. And I guess I'll go to the jeweled. Look at that, guys. Smithing's already almost 73 again. I haven't even really done anything. So yeah, I could definitely go back and hit Goldschlager, Goldklager mine, whatever. And just to show you what in the heck I'm talking about. In fact, I might even just break away and go do that. But just lots and lots of gold in there. Where is that sucker? Cole's Kegger. That is exactly what I said. So yeah, just east of Markoth there. Definitely a good mine to hit up for some gold. But for now, I'm just going to keep pressing. I'm on a roll here. Now, what am I doing with all of this? The smithing. Where's my smithing? Ooh, speech is getting close. Real close. Smithing, and enchanting. So yeah, these two I'm going to do together. Now, smithing, honestly, I don't really need perks in here, you know, because I'm not... I don't need to unlock anything. I've got everything crafted that I need. So I will only put perks back into smithing if there's some kind of a need that arises. It's usually this, you know, that arcane. But I will absolutely hold perks back at this point for that, you know, when the need arises. What I'm really going to start dumping perks into is the enchanting. So definitely, you know, get them perks in as these things open up. So 20 and 30 are my next two. Now, if I wanted, I could put the Asdals on, you know, that would help with the sale value of these daggers. I don't know if I want to go through all that trouble. But yeah, the 4 pieces of Asdal's genius. Just to make sure you're getting that buff. There it is. Just because the smithing skill is such garbage right now, I feel like that's going to help just a little bit with sale value. There it is, guys, iron daggers. And absorb health, it's decent. So I'm just going to kind of run through these and show you guys, like, this is what I do. I just find whatever sells the best. Now the banish is what I'm going for, because that is absolutely freaking insane on the sale value. Not only that, it really, and I mean really, bumps the enchanting skill. So then I just basically go down here to petty. Why can I not put a petty in there? That was weird. Yeah, okay, we're good. So now the value came way down. You might be wondering why. It's because it was showing me the old value. It didn't take into account that I had to reset the skill. So yeah, it starts out kind of low, but still worth it. So yeah, as far as I know, like, banish is the best. Wow, that really makes a difference using petty. So it must not be strong enough yet to use petties. So maybe I'll just use the lesser for now, since I got, you know, a grip of them. Oh wait, that dropped. Huh. Yeah, I guess it's where it should be now. Okay, but again, as I get this skill up, it's going to be better. And look, I only crafted 1 dagger, guys. That enchanting went up to like 29. I think that was 4 bumps it just got. So let me try one more here and see what happens. We're at 29. Okay, so it went up 3 freaking levels. Not a bad deal for 1 craft. So right now it's not necessarily about the sale value. It has more to do with, you know, bumping the enchanting skill. So since I'm up at 30... or not quite. 30 will be my next one there, that's right. And I don't think anything goes up better. Oh, that's right, too. It's showing a higher value because it's assuming you're going to use a Grand Soul Gem. We are not going to use a Grand Soul Gem. So yeah, when you use Petty and Lesser, it's more, you know, to do with, again, the skill leveling than it is actual sale value. I just like to try to, you know, get the best bang for the buck. So I'm pretty sure the banish is it. That paralyzes a good second too, if you don't have the banish yet. So stamina damage, turn undead, paralyze. Oh! Excuse me. Absorb health I think is pretty good. Absorb stamina is decent. So yeah. Banish it is. That's another thing I wait on for this mid-game leveling is that banish. Oh, see, that's 27. Well, I wonder why it scales the way it does. I wonder if the petties are lighting up now. Yeah, they sure are. Okay, on 37, I'm keeping an eye on that. When I hit 40... hopefully I can do that before that next level up. It's gonna be close. Okay, I should be good. That's why I'm using the petties right now, just to make sure I stay under that. Okay. Woo! Squeak! Enchanting. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting the Asdals is throwing me off. I need to subtract 10 from whatever I think I'm at. So I'll just go ahead and get the level up here. Go get my training. Before I cash that level up in. Okay, thank goodness I'm not overweight. Get back to old Tolfdir here. Dragon! Man, I don't want to deal with that. I had a feeling this would be coming, though. You can't spend this much time in Skyrim and not have to deal with a dragon. Where's old Tolfdir?
Good. I'm always available should... I can certainly share a bit of what I know.
I'm real close to 90, so I'm almost done with him. And I'll probably bump over to Restoration, because that's another one I don't like using in the wild. Or no, Destruction. That's the one I really don't like using in the wild. Alright, done. Let's go ahead and buy and sell.
Spells and
now this should push my speech.
for those with the talent to cast them.
This ought to do it right here. And in case I thought I needed to disenchant something, like, yeah, that's kind of heavy. That can go. And look at all them daggers, guys. All those can be sold. Not these. Those are blanks. But yeah, all these other ones can go. Get rid of more weight. Nice. I'm going to hold all this other stuff for now. Like, that can go back. For whatever the reason, I didn't remember disenchanting that. I'm going to keep the jewelry. Back to potions, I suppose. There it is, guys. Speech 100. So now remember, when I reset this, I can no longer get away with selling the potions to get gold back at any vendor. I have to wait until I get the speech back up. So now this is when I stop usually training with mages. And the next time I go to train, you know, after I reset speech anyway, I'll go to a speech trainer.
Like it or not.
Actually, before I do that,
after all, spells and
I forgot to buy him out.
For those with the talent to cast them.
Very nice. Which I don't need to now that I think about it. Other than selling power. Alright, got my gold back. 109 Gs. Booyah. So here it comes. Bring the rain. Cashing that level up. And I think I'm still a little light on the health. If I do a 20-point spread... Sure. Okay, and I'm going to bounce over to speech. Actually, before I reset that, it would behoove me to get my training in.
So you wish to master the arcane arts? I can certainly share a bit of what I know.
Okay, now I don't think I can train with him anymore. I think 90's it. Yep.
So you wish to master the arcane arts?
Wow. I did pretty good on my estimate there. Yeah, I got some extras, but that's okay. Okay, we're done here. Go ahead and reset that speech. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and drop a hard save here.
It is difficult to
I'm so glad Aaliyah is still running in place. Again, guys, cartoon treadmill. Under her feet right now. It needs to happen. And when I'm tired of looking at that, it'll like throw her off and she'll crash into a wall or something. Drop a hard save. Okay, go ahead and reset that speech now. Alright. Do it to it. So now the reason I've been buying up all these soul gems is so now I can, you know, at least get some money back from these mages
Another opportunity to learn.
with the more expensive soul gems. Not only that, some of the jewelry you can sell to them, some of the, you know, clothing items and stuff you can sell to them. So yeah, all in all, good things to have. Now let's get out of here before that dragon stops me. Let's go back to... Ah, nuts. Behave. So yeah, let's go back to good old Windhelm. I don't care what time of day it is. Oh, before I do anything else, I totally forgot. Nope, before we do any more crafting, speech training, guys. Now, there's different speech trainers throughout Skyrim. Off the top of my head, the one I usually like to use is probably going to be over here in Markoth, because I know where he is. He's easy to find. There's a Khajiit, like the traveling caravans. You can find a speech trainer there. I don't know if there's one in the Ragged Flagon. But yeah, you're basically looking for a bard. He's not here right now.
Don't mind the yelling.
I think you have to catch him during the day.
Parents are always coming at each other. Why can't the men in this city leave me alone?
This is the Silverblood Inn.
Not quite yet, and I think he's a late guy.
I'll let you figure out who
there he
owns it by
is.
yourself.
Ugmund.
Songs. Stormcloaks took Markarth. Well,
and because our skill is reset, it's super cheap. I do not care about getting my gold back at this point. This is only to kind of push me up toward 50 quicker. So if I lose a little bit of gold on these exchanges, I'm totally okay with that.
A man like me makes a lot of enemies.
So now I will go back, do some more enchanting.
Be careful.
I'm still wearing Asdal's. Awesome. So yeah, I can do this all day. Remember, when I hit 50, that's really only 40, because I'm doing the Asdal's right now, so I gotta deduct 10. But as soon as I hit that 50, I'll get another bump on there. In the perk tree. Almost there. How come I can never find this when I need it? Like, everything looks the same in here. Okay, yep. And I'll get everything unlocked just as I once had it. So all the way back up to 100, all the way back up to extra effect. Now I might not do all this in tonight's stream. You know, I don't necessarily feel like I have to show you guys hitting 100 and everything. I'm showing you how it's done, so you already know the steps at this point. To a degree. I mean, I'll probably keep going with a little bit more other leveling with different trainers, especially where speech is concerned. Okay, I'm getting real close to being done here for the night. The main thing are every 20 to make sure you're getting the higher. And I don't know what Banish counts as, like a helpful enchantment or something. I'll have to go back and take another look at that perk tree.
From Windhelm's docks, we can go to anywhere.
One more. Wait, I'm really only at 50 now. Disregard. Okay, now I'm getting better value for the petties. I remember that takes a little bit. It's where those values start making more sense. I'm about to bump again. Okay, and I can absolutely cash in that level up. Remember, I've already trained my 5 times for this level. See, I'll do all this at once. I'll get this up to 70, aka 60. Oh. Sometimes I get going a little too fast and then I start making mistakes like that. Alright. Okay, now I got my 20 spreads across. 60, 40, 20. Nice. Go ahead and plop that sucker in. Not quite there yet. Okay, so I need 20 more for that, 10 more for that. And the great thing about this is every time you craft one, you're losing just a little bit more weight. Now, petties don't weigh a ton, but still, every little bit adds up. All these soul gems, they do add up to a lot of weight. And I'm going to have to go back to the house there and get more soul gems, as a matter of fact. I got a grip of them at the house. I've really only been holding on in my inventory here what I've been buying. Okay, now I could, cook a bunch of commons. Just because, again, I know I got plenty back at the house. I happen to have them on me, so why not? Alright, hopefully I'm not weighted. Good to go. So now what am I going to do with all these daggers? Sell them. And again, guys, this all dumps into speech. So let's see where I'm at on my skill. Oh yeah, I got lots of wiggle room there.
Everyone said,
And you guessed it.
Helmets,
all the stuff I've been
anything
buying.
to suit
Arrows. Anything that sells. Probably not gonna, buy this stuff anymore, but definitely iron, leather strips. Super set, I don't see any silver. But look, we don't have the options anymore. Potions aren't there anymore. That's because we reset that smithing. Or the speech, excuse me. So yeah, this is where the iron daggers come into play. And you can sell these at general goods stores too. So, the daggers, it's multi-purpose. So sometimes I'll go over here, see what general stores have. This guy I know for a fact is a noon owl.
You need anything?
Some
He
may
must
call
sleep
this
in.
junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Bone arrow, might as well. And if he has anything super light like jewelry, you know, I'll probably grab that kind of stuff. Again, this is all about the speech. So the more money you can buy and sell, the better. But, you know, keeping in mind the weight too, that's kind of what I'm trying to balance out here. Perfect. Misc, sometimes I'll have, you know, if I wanted more leather, I could just craft all this stuff down. Ooh, Child's Dahlia. I'm gonna be adopting kids soon, so I'm gonna want that kind of stuff. Grand Greater, absolutely. And then right back over to weapons. More daggers. See if I have any crappier value ones. Best bang for the buck on the weight. I got a... I did not realize my list was getting that long.
Be sure to stop by Sadri's used wares in the Great Club.
I'd travel. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Amulets, yeah, I'd take those too. That's for the shrines on the house building. Ooh, goodbye there. Goodbye there for sure. Look at that, speech was already up to 19. Oh yeah, you can sell potions here. Oh wait, you can buy potions here, that's right. That's a good expensive one. Always get the soul gems, always get the hides. Iron to boot. Lockpicks might as well. Then again, that's for house crafting. Go back down to weapons. Okay, I might be weighted now. No, still good. Still squeaking by.
My father says we need to just get on with our lives. It's that easy.
Okay, so it's still all about this speech. I still want to buy and sell some of those daggers, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to craft more up. And in order to do that, I need to go back home and get more soul gems. So quick divert to make this happen. And what do we start? Level 67 tonight? So not an incredibly fast process, but for this stage in the game, this is actually going pretty quick. And I'm just now over 2 hours. You know, when I get to a point here, I feel like I've showed everything I wanted to show. I'll go ahead and cut the screen and, you know, and just kind of finish this stuff on my own off to the side. But, soul gems, soul gems. And again, for the mages, I'm going to be selling them back a whole bunch of grand soul gems. So hopefully I've got I've got a lot. Now they're a little on the heavy side. And I got to watch my carry weight too. Oh wait. Nope, not the black soul gems, the black soul gems. So the grand only sell for 500, which isn't terrible, you know, it's a decent sale value. But the black do even better for the weight. So, yeah, not really. It's double the weight. I guess I forgot about that. So I guess I'm back to grand. The good thing is the black soul gems you can craft with those, and they count as grand. So, yeah, these are probably better for selling value. And I knew that was going to put me overweight. Okay, but it's a necessary evil to get our money back from, you know... Oh, no, wait a minute. See, I'm brain farting. I'm going to be focusing on speech training right now. But when I'm done with speech training, then I'll go back, you know, and scoop up these grand soul gems for selling to mages that I train with. Okay, so I guess what I'm really here for is the petty soul gems. So close on the weight. $71 daggers left. Of course, I got more iron now. I can go craft more if needed. But yeah, definitely looking for that banish. I'm just start going through the numbers here. Actually, guys, I think I'm going to cut stream here. Like, I kind of feel like there isn't anything more to show except the speech thing that I'm working on. And I'll show you, you know, I like to get up to 50 again so I can unlock that, sell any item to any vendor, then you don't have to worry about what you've got. You know, you can just sell potions willy-nilly, daggers to whoever, it doesn't matter anymore. As soon as I hit 80 on this, I think I'll call it. Actually, no, 80 doesn't work. I need 90. And don't forget, if you run out of daggers, I only do those first because they're heavier. But if you're at a general goods store and you run out of daggers to sell and you still haven't gotten all your money back, then you can switch back over to the potions. Wow, that enchanting's already almost back up to 100. That is insane. That banish really does it. And I'm just using petty soul gems. Wonder how many times you guys have heard a button press tonight. I'd be willing to bet it's in the thousands. Spamming buttons. It's funny, when I'm just, you know, me and my own, and I'm not worried about, you know, what to say on stream, I can actually do this pretty quick. Like, my daughter will just sit here watching me do this. She'll be like, wow, you're just like a super fast typewriter crazy person. Typing 10,000 words a minute. I'm like, yep, crafting daggers. Now be quiet so I can concentrate. Okay, that got me to 80. Awesome. So now watch what happens when I get this enchanting maxed out. Well, it's not maxed, but maxed as far as those perks go in that particular spot. The only thing that's left is to get up to 100 so I can get my extra effect back. Booyah. So again, that might be something that I do offline, you know. You've seen the process. I don't feel like I need to beat the dead horse here. But in particular, I wanted to show you the smithing, or the speech. I keep saying smithing. Let's hit up good old Whiterun. Now, if I really wanted to shed weight, you know, and work on smithing, I would buy the things that are expensive for a little weight. So, you know, I might pay a little more attention here. Okay, the weapons are usually never light. Unless you can get lucky and get a dagger, but those usually don't sell good. Okay, let's see, 2 pounds, yeah, not really. Nothing great. But yeah, here, you know, the ingots, that adds up. Especially like Quicksilver, you find Moonstone. I got her up to 5,000, it's not bad. 6,007, yeah, worth it. Get rid of a whole bunch of these daggers. We're working on our speech at the same time.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
And a lot of those mats that are getting heavy, you know, I can just dump them into the follower.
What do you need to take?
For the weight problem. Well, I'm really tempted to go get that Kolsklegger mine just to show you how much gold is out of there. Do a bunch more jewelry crafting. That'll really help with the smithing. But again, I've showed it. I don't feel like we need to beat the dead horse here. Corundum. That leather really knocks it out of the weight. Okay, she's full up.
Lead on then.
War Maidens, that's right. We got the indoor vendor too. Let's hit him up. Oh, nuts. What time is it? Almost got myself in trouble there. What?
We've got some... Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
See, like a dagger. 5 pounds. A little heavy, but the value is there. So that's definitely something. Ooh, that's even more ridiculous. I cannot believe that didn't bump my speech. Wow. Lightweight items for high value. Not really sure if I'm going to find it in the... It's only the jewelry that usually... Like if there's an enchanted necklace or something. There goes that speech. There go all them daggers. You craft them for a reason. Get rid of them. And I still got a grip. That is insane. Wow. Okay,
Good
my
doing
weight's
business.
probably good. Yeah, wow. Weight's still good. Go see what we can pull off the vendor here.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim?
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have everything.
And he's not the only general goods store. I just happen to use him primarily. And again, looking for anything high value, little weight. Perfect. There goes that speech again. So this is it, guys. It's all about just doing everything in tandem. So now that I'm, showing you a little bit better on the speech. Once I hit that next level up, I'd go get more training and just keep it going. Nice. Nice. Almost there, almost leveled. Ring, yeah, it's decent. That's decent, I guess. Definitely, definitely. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Okay. Sometimes I'll buy the potions. Again, if I see a real good value there, I'll scoop them up. Boom. Actually, those weren't terrible. Bucks, I don't bother. Here's where you can get some more bang for your buck. Definitely going to craft that down. Alright, get selling. You can keep that 90 gold. That's okay. And then there's one more smith. Might as well hit him up too while we're at it. And as soon as I bump in level, guys, we will do training and then I'll go ahead and call it good enough. But yeah, talk about some mid-game leveling. A couple of hours of your time. Many, many levels in a part of the game where it's tougher to get levels because it's just, it's slower going. So this is definitely a method I use.
Since Kodlak's funeral, it's only... But I think
There's no better thing to do on a sunny
I'm
day.
eager to try. Gods be praised.
Wow, the value's there, but look at that weight. Heck no. What, are they trying to kill us? Okay, he's got really nothing there for me. Okay, I think I'm weighted. No, still not weighted. That's unbelievable.
And there it is, friends. The ugly truth. We are the children of man. Tell us.
I'm gonna check in with the mage here too and see what I can and cannot buy and sell. I always tend to overbuy at the mages, and then I can never sell to get my money back. So I'm gonna see what happens here. I've got a lot of random stuff on me, so I don't think I can sell him the daggers. But I'm gonna double check.
Divine come to dragon spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Nope. No daggers here. So yeah, I can definitely sell the apparel. You know, all that jewelry we've been crafting up, this is where it goes. Some of, like, the clothing, you know, I've been buying up, this is where that goes. So again, this is all about speech right now. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy that. A lot of value, little weight. That's what I'm looking for. And I just spam collect whatever he's got here in soul gems. And then I will strategically sell what I can here. See, if I had the grand soul gems, I'd be selling those to him, but I don't. I guess the necklace is way more, so those can go. So close! Actually, before I sell anything else, let me make sure I can't disenchant anything, because if you can disenchant something, that also helps in your enchanting skill. Nope.
It seems there's spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Yeah, I can sell the clothing. That's probably a good bet, because it's a little heavier. A pound a pop. There it is, level up. Now, I'm not going to cash the level up in yet. Again, I want to go get training. That's what I'm, you know, that's the whole point of this right now. Oh yeah, 2 pound circlets can definitely go. And the great thing is the speech keeps going up. Like, never ending. Wow, it doesn't get closer than that.
Remember.
Alright, sweet deal. Shedding weight, gaining gold, leveling. So let's go back to Old Faithful here, whatever that dude's name was. Gudund. Pretty sure I said that completely wrong. And I already know this is not the right time of day. And again, I know he's a late owl, but I don't know how late.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink.
Where is Gudund?
My father is the one you want to talk to. I just clean up.
Uh-oh. You seem to be missing some peoples. There he is. Ugman. See, I was close.
Make me an offer, and I just might
Go ahead and train 5 times.
Well, you've come to the right place.
You might be wondering why I'm focusing on speech right now. This is so I can get back up to 50. Unlock that magic perk. Sell any item to any vendor, then I don't need to worry about, you know, what I've got to get my money back from a particular vendor. I can go back to potions, daggers, just whatever. Okay, go ahead and cash it in. Nice, nice.
Songs.
Look at that, we're already back up to 40, so 10 more speech levels, I'm back to where I want to be. Okay, and once I get that speech back up to 50, and you know I can sell the potions again back to the mages, then I'll focus on the mage training, guys. So again, I can do this all day, as long as you've got the alchemy ingredients to cover it, as long as you got the soul gems to cover it, as long as you got the gold to cover, you know, buying the iron and stuff up. All that stuff kind of drives each other. So that's how I do it. And again, I can do this all day. I've been at it for a couple of hours here, but if I really wanted to just, you know, go ham on the leveling, I could absolutely just keep going with this. But yeah, I feel like I've showed it. I feel like this is the best way to mid-game level. I've gone from 67 to 74, and I'm not even done yet. And, you know, if you really want to keep going, you know, once you hit 100 on these, you can just reset and just keep doing it. You know, enchanting, smithing, speech, alchemy. And then, yeah, I use that leveling to, again, get all these schools of magic up to 90. I'm already there on Alteration. Conjuration's already 100. So, yeah, I would just probably go to Destruction next. Get that up. Go to Restoration next, get that up. And then last but not least, I would hit Illusion, get that up. So yeah, I'd probably do this for at least a couple more hours. So guys, definitely hope that helps you all out. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment, I would absolutely appreciate that. And as always, until the next time, best of luck and happy leveling. Peace out, y'all.